sister. Shout it loud and clear and free. Let us join with you and all the gods that be, as we sing as one, a voice of harmony. Bless the earth for us, our mother. Bless the earth for you and me. Bless the earth for us, our mother. Bless the earth for us and all humanity. Shine a light, hold it high, show the way for us. Say a prayer for us to all the gods. Let us be. Play a song, shout it out. Let us join with you as we sing this song for everyone. Bless the earth. We must understand the truth is clear. The blind can see, the deaf can hear. Let them show the way for all of us to be one. Shine a light, hold it high.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Nice to have you all here. I'm Jan Price, and I will be your mistress of ceremonies this morning. We welcome you all here this morning. Reverend Heidi Alfrey will be sharing thoughts on Mother's Day, and Reagan Thompson is blessing us with a Sacred Heart meditation. One of our favorites, Natalie Niche, will be here joining us this morning, and with our fabulous band. On the piano is Noreen Brooke. On bass is Randy Tico, and on drums is Renee Martinez. Let's give them a round of applause. Unity of Santa Barbara is a spiritual community center which touches hearts and awakens souls and builds dreams. Would you all please stand and say hello to each other this morning and send out lots of love to one another? All righty, I can feel all the love in the room this morning. Everyone, please remain standing. And we are going to sing. Everybody, would everybody sing our congregational song this morning? I'm choosing heaven today.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of peace right now, singing. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing. I'm choosing love today.
Yes, thank you. It's good to choose heaven here on Mother's Day, and I'm going to read the daily word, and it is on mother's love. The tenderness of mother's love shows me the presence of God on earth. Love is a life-giving force, a tremendous power that binds all people in God. It is through this love we are all members of our family. A mother and all those who selflessly share motherly love give warmth and depth to the free-flowing love of God. There is something so pure, so warm, and comforting about a mother's love. This is the love that encourages me when I doubt myself, that accepts me when the world feels cold, and that celebrates my successes and helps me shine. No matter how mother's love comes into my life, I recognize and give thanks for its divine source. As the motherly love I have felt throughout my life has blessed me, I pray for those who have loved me so tenderly and fiercely. They know the love of God as they've shared it with me so generously. From Proverbs, many women have done excellently, but you surpassed them all, and that is love. Remember, it is Daily Word, dailyword.org, and it's a wonderful book for our daily remembrance of the love and the light and the laughter that we are. Back to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
There.
We'd like to welcome all of our online guests. We have been blessed to have viewers in all the states and countries, all these states and countries that we're showing here. Thank you for joining us. Everybody wave to our friends online, to all of you out there. Thank you so much. Please leave comments and receive a free gift at the unitysantabarbara.org/free gift. We are always happy to know that Oak Cottage Memory Care tunes into us each week. Is there anyone here for the first time? If you are, would you please stand up so we can acknowledge you? Wow, no new guests today. Well, we bless all of you who came today. I'm lost a little bit, so I guess we're just gonna, the Wings bookstore. After the service, you can go to the Wings bookstore. We have a wonderful collection of beautiful books, and if you haven't been there recently, go check out the new books that have arrived. We also want to welcome the Knox School and Interactive Arts School here, and thank you all for that. Let's all join together and read the affirmative slide, the blessing. May this space be a sanctuary of peace, where hearts are open and spirits soar. May we grow in love, rooted in purpose, and uplifted by hope. Bless unity of Santa Barbara today, tomorrow, and always, in all ways. Namaste. Prayer chaplains are available. We have prayer chaplains here. Could they all stand up so we can acknowledge you? Thank you. Thank you so much. If you need any support, the prayer chaplains are here to help you with confidential prayer, and they will meet you in the front of the sanctuary or the back of the sanctuary after the service. So if you have some prayer requests, we have a prayer box at the back where you can also place your prayers in that box, and we'll pray for you for over 30 days. Our Shirley Campbell Chapel is open for prayer also, so you can go there quietly and if you just have quiet prayers. So it's a wonderful space and a great energy to get renewed in your spirit. Let's all sing the meditation song.
We're gonna stretch ourselves today. Why don't we just stretch a little bit? Just stretch your arm. Yeah, it feels good. Yes. So we're gonna stretch into a song, into meditation, and then the lovely Reagan will come up after we finish this. But this is called Sweet Surrender. It's a round. Anybody ever do row, row, row your boat? Okay, so you got it. Okay, so this has better words. All right, it's called Sweet Surrender, and our slide will come up here in a minute, but Natalie and I are going to sing. We're going to all sing it together in unison twice, and then this side's going to start the round first, and then we'll come in second. But first we'll sing it again in unison twice, and then when we, afterward, we'll sing it quietly as we go into meditation. So are we game? Yes, right? This is going to be great fun. Okay. So, yes, we're doing this a cappella. Sorry, Noreen's like, I'm out. I'm joking. We're going to sing it together here. Everybody. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Y'all are great. One more time. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. Here we go. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world. I am opening. I am I am opening up in sweet surrender. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender. I am luminous love light of the world. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the world.
the loneliness. Let's stop and then let's sing opening. Quietly. Together. Opening. I am opening. I am opening.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So we're going to move into meditation together. So if you would please close your eyes. So begin by taking some slow, gentle, cleansing breaths. Moving this breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. These gentle cleansing breaths to begin to connect deeply to your heart, to your soul. Each breath, you're gathering light, you're gathering beautiful white diamond light, coming in through your breath, landing in your heart. This breath is so beautifully being infused with white diamond light that is infused with so much beautiful, loving, nourishing, pure love, unconditional love, maternal love. This love that is coming into your heart is bringing in a love that comes from the Divine Mother, that comes from the nourishing, unconditional love that loves you, just as you are. It is purifying and cleansing your heart. It is opening your heart. And you're also being invited to feel the glow, the divine glow beneath your feet of Earth, Mother Earth. See if you can feel her presence, the Supreme Goddess, our home, the Mother Earth, gracing you with this light, this nourishing, warm embrace of this pure, beautiful love again, that loves you so much, no matter what has ever occurred, no matter what you've ever been a part of, supposed mistakes, challenges that you've experienced. Feel that in this love, it is being graced now below your feet and in your heart with forgiveness. And see if you can feel that in that forgiveness, you're being presented the child that is within you, whether it be a joyous child or it's a child that still needs your attention. It doesn't matter how old we are. This work continues till it's complete. See if you can feel and see this child within you and feel the nourishing, loving, forgiving light that is coming into the child's heart. See if you can allow yourself just to feel what you feel. Feel your child. Is she or he at peace? Or could this forgiveness be offered? Forgiveness for anything that's ever happened, any judgment you've ever taken on, any pain that ever created waves in your life, for there was just information that you had gathered that was challenging, so therefore life became challenging. Perhaps the child did not receive this nourishing, nurturing, maternal love that is coming in right now. Perhaps there was not that meeting of the needs of the compassion and the genuine emotional connection that your child needed. So see if you can forgive yourself and forgive anyone and anything that would be optimal at this time. And if there's forgiveness of your mother, can you offer that now? And perhaps even a moment of gratitude for her, for being your teacher. Even if there was moments where you could feel that what you were learning was challenging, it was hard, and at the time you didn't know that she was your teacher. You felt like she was holding you back. But it's true that anyone that triggers us, anyone that activates us with an They are a teacher to us to bring out any unresolved pain, energy that may have been in our bodies before we even came into this life, helping us to learn, to grow, to expand. All of our mothers, all the mothers across this world, they are here as teachers. They are here as blessings. So feel if you can just, once again, just one more deep breath right here. Breathing in forgiveness, unconditional love and forgiveness for yourself, for your child, for all the mothers across the world that have done their best to love purely and unconditionally when they themselves may not have learned that in their own home. So please, all mothers, let yourself off the hook. You've always been doing your best. And for all mothers that have already passed, that were our mothers, send them love, send them light, and gratitude if you can muster it up right now, depending what occurred. One more deep cleansing breath. See your child once more before we complete the meditation, saying thank you. Thank you for your courage to come forward. Offering this as the healing that heals your child completely, so that you can have a joyous child within, that you live with consistently, not separate from, feeling the play and the joy that she brings or he brings into your life in a new way, a new profound way as you walk forward. We thank you so much for joining in this meditation today. God bless you all.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute. Oh, I never thought through love would be make you one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely, made from love? Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. Boy, I'm so happy we have been ever blessed. I can't believe what God has done through us giving life to one. But isn't she lovely, made from love? Randy Tickle on bass. Isn't she lovely? Life is no other same. Life is Aisha, the meaning of her name. I can't believe what God has done through his giving life to one.
My heavens. It's fantastic. What a gift. Reagan, thank you so much for that beautiful meditation. And thank you, Natalie and Noreen. And there went the boys. Don't y'all want to hear the talk? Huh? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm totally having fun up here. Oh my gosh, happy Mother's Day. Hasn't it really transformed with all this beautiful meditation, this wonderful conversation, and maybe the loveliness is inside of all of us. And so we don't have to be seeking, and especially expecting one person to provide all these things, these moms. So bless moms and bless all those women that have come into your life and have nurtured you, because there's lots of them that have done that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But first of all, we want to celebrate the gals in the room. And I would like to ask if anyone here is a great-great-grandmother. And if you are, you could just raise your hand. Oh my heavens, here we go. So we have roses for everyone, all the ladies, but I just would love to. We have great-great-grandmothers over here. And how about a great-grandmother? Anybody want to just raise your hand? Look, we got lots and lots. It's going to be a lot of zipping here with all the gals. And how about grandmothers? We got lots of grandmothers, yeah. So we're basically all the gals are getting a rose. But anyway, and all the rest of the ladies, just raise your hand for being this wonderful, nurturing presence that you are, whether it's pets or ideas, all right? Because this is what yes, if you have one, it's great. So I'm so glad you all, we want to celebrate you, this gift from the planet, this blossoming that is happening. So, And we have extras, so when if you want to take some home to somebody in your life that matters to you and has been a nurturer. Isn't she lovely? Now, my friend here, do you all need a rose? Anyway, it'll come. Okay, I'm just going to say some things that people have said about motherhood in the rose passing process. So Nora Ephron says, and maybe these two up here also, these two lovelies. Thank you, Eric. I tell you, men on the move here. All right. And just, it's such a gift to be honored. Sometimes we don't let ourselves have that experience. So Nora Ephron says that when your children are teenagers, it's important to have a dog so that someone in the house is happy to see you when you get home. And Jerry Seinfeld tells us that a 2-year-old is kind of like having a blender, but you don't have the top for it. And Lane Olenhouse says the quickest way for a parent to get a child's attention is to sit down and look comfortable. It happens with doggies too. And Irma Bombeck, maybe some of you remember Irma Bombeck, she said, when my kids become wild and ruly, I use a nice, safe playpen. And when they're finished, I climb out. So we understand, I did not have children, but people that have had kids, I'm in such awe of the selflessness that one has to have as you're raising children. So another story that some of us have had to be a little competitive or thought we had to be competitive for our mom's attention. My mom had 4 children in 5 years. What is going on? Anyway, so when people say, oh, I really love to have people around all the time, I'm like, all I had was people around all the time. So there were 3 brothers that were sort of vying for their mothers, to get the best Mother's Day present. And the first one said, I built a big house for our mother. And the second one said, I sent her a limo with a driver. And the third one smiled and said, I have both of you beat. You know how mom enjoys the Bible, and she can't read very well. So I sent her a brown parrot, and it can recite the entire Bible. It took 20 monks in a monastery and 12 years to teach him. All mom has to say is the chapter and the verse, and the parrot will recite it. Soon thereafter, mom sent out her thank you notes, and she says, Milton, she writes the first son, the house is so huge, I live only in one room and have to clean the whole house. Marvin, she wrote to the other, I am too old to travel. I stay home all the time, and when I do use the limo, the driver is so rude. And the last, dearest Melvin, she wrote to her third son, You were the only son to have good sense enough to know what your mother likes. That chicken was delicious. It's a good thing we don't have to grasp for that kind of attention. And you see how silly it is when we do. The metaphysical meaning of motherhood from our metaphysical dictionary is really the nourishing element of divine mind or God in which spiritual ideals are brought to fruition. So that's why we want to give a flower to all the women, because we've all born spiritual ideas. We've all had ideas that were born in men also. But this divine feminine that is within all of us often is not recognized, or sometimes we look, especially when it comes to Mother's Day, as who this particular person, maybe that was my mother, or I thought was my mother and expected to be my mother, didn't give me things that I wanted. And we know that people can't give what they didn't receive. So as I matured, I had to really look at how was my mom raised, and what did she get to learn about herself, and what space did she even have sometimes to share spiritual things. She really just wanted to keep us out of the streets and get to school and brush our teeth and a lot of the things that are valuable, absolutely. I know it's an anonymous quote, but it is said that sometimes my mouth opens and my mother comes out. All of a sudden you're like, oh, that's something my mom would have said. But it is fascinating to grow up and to mature spiritually and to see that the divine feminine is within all of us. And it is interesting to also let go, as Reagan said so beautifully, this sort of, we could be, I spent a lot of time being mad at my mom and expecting things from her. And then I realized, as I looked at this, there's so many women that have been nurturing in my life. Looking right over at Noreen. She's been a very big nurturer in my life. I love you, Noreen, and all of the people, and the Unity singers, all the people that you've nurtured, really. And we bond with being a dog mom, and that's hard sometimes, yes. It's really an interesting thing to get out of this sense of it's got to be this person. When I started with Unity in the 90s, I was at Unity of Hollywood, Florida for a little bit. Then I went to Unity of Fort Lauderdale. And there was an elderly woman that was the minister, and there was probably 20 people, and we were in sort of a garage. And I was going to take my first Unity class, and I was going through a divorce. And I felt really bad about myself because, from my parents and from my family, divorce is bad, but it was happening to me. And so I went to the minister and I said, I really want to take lessons in truth, but I feel bad about myself because I'm going through a divorce, and, am I ready to do this? And she looked up and looked away and she said, Heidi, I think you have to be divorced to come into Unity. And it was really funny, right? It was funny, y'all. But the point is, I just realized in that moment how kind she was married for a long time. She hadn't been divorced, but she heard me and she nurtured me in that moment to say, welcome. It doesn't matter if you're divorced. If you're divorced, you need people to be nice to you, right? You need help and you need care. And I felt in that moment, that's how I took my first course as a woman, just sort of making fun of the thing that I was stuck on. And that is how people nurture us, kind of from left field sometimes. People that have just see us for who we are rather than our story about us. I love films because they tell such great stories, and I want to show this film about a couple that really loved their kitty cat and what came from this nurturing love. Because our friend Paul tells us when he was speaking to the Corinthians, he said, that love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never ends. So let's watch this video. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I'm sorry. I had a little brain moment there. Let's go back to another slide that was up about Happy Mother's Day, all right? Because I want to celebrate Michael Avery's mom is right here with us. And her quote, this is Susie Avery, And her quote is, "Love is like bread. Best when fresh daily." I'll say it better. Love is like bread, best when made fresh daily. Oh my gosh, isn't that true though about love? And aren't we glad that Michael Avery was born? Yes. So thank you, Michael. And Michael does so much for this community. So thank you for your nurturing spirit to put all of this together, even when some of us forget your mother's quote, for heaven's sakes. Okay, now we are going to have the video about the couple and their kitty.
It's Friday, so you know what that means.
Oh, we'll get back. We're just there. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, but this was about people that had a cat that ran out the door, and they were
It's Friday, so you know what that means. This week, CBS's Steve Hartman goes on the road with a lost and found story that has an ending that you have to see to believe. And don't worry, I won't let the cat out of the bag.
That first set was like the day we brought him home.
Before they had children.
He was all ear.
Before they were even married.
Oh, yeah.
Jason and Liz McHenry of Annapolis, Maryland say this was their baby. A cat named Ritz.
No, I mean, at that point, they are your kids.
Yeah, it is a member of the family.
At least he was. Until 2006, when Ritz bolted out the apartment door, down the stairs, and never returned.
We spent months, looking all around, talking to the shelters, and yeah, anything we could think of, we tried.
When did you finally give up?
I don't know that you ever really give up.
In fact, she still has his lost pet poster.
It felt like if I deleted it, it never happened, and he'd be forgotten. And I couldn't do that.
And so her sliver of hope remained through that decade and into the next, and into the next. 16 years came and went until
6 miles from Jason's old apartment building, a woman found a stray cat living in this trailer park. The cat was in such terrible shape, she brought it over to this veterinary office to be put down. But before doing so, as is standard procedure, the vet scanned the cat for a microchip.
At that very moment, Jason got an automated text. Cat Ritz has been found.
I was like, well, that's got to be a mistake. I mean, I'm thinking they recycled the microchip number. And she's upstairs and she overhears me. She goes, what did you just say?
He's been gone for 16 years. I didn't think this was possible.
Come on, Ritz.
And yet, there he is, the record holder. No pet reunited because of a microchip has ever been lost longer. Today, despite 2 bum legs, Ritz is on the mend. He already has his favorite chair picked out and is now enjoying the attention of the brother and sister he never knew.
You want that?
Ritz has a very sweet demeanor, which means he may have been a house cat at some point. But there's no telling. All we know for certain is that for 16 years, Ritz was lost, but hope was never.
There you go.
Steve Hartman, CBS News.
All right. So, yes. Go home and Google Ritz the cat so you can watch this video because it's really adorable. But the main part of the conversation is that love never dies. And our opportunity to, again, love our nurturers and practice nurturing is never over. My mom is now 92. And our relationship has shifted over the years, and hasn't it, either with this person that was their mother, your children, your life, our pets, everything changes and evolves. And my mom today is not, she's completely, it took her a long time to accept help. Receiving help is one of the greatest things we have to do to let people nurture us. And she had a caretaker that came 10 years ago, and she would not let this lady help her. And in fact, the lady sat on the couch, and she'd come out in the kitchen, and she'd look at this woman, and she'd go, "Are you still here?" And this lady would be like, "Yes, Miss Allfrey, I'm going to be here all night." And so she's finally let some people come and help her. There's 4 of us. We come in, and at this point, she's not really speaking, but she smiles all the time. She recognizes you. If I sing a song with her and I go, "It's your time, your part," she'll sing a word back. And so when I'm with her, it's like more like a meditation. Kind of like I wish I would have behaved around her my whole life rather than trying to be what I thought she needed me to be. And I had on a shirt the last time I was with her that said, "Kindness is magic." And I talk a lot about kindness and created this thing called the culture of kindness. And so I'm with my mom, and we put her down for her nap in the afternoon, and I'm just holding her hand. And it just blows your mind if you think of a person that gave birth to you. I mean, to me, I'm just holding her hand thinking, there's just no place on earth I'd rather be. And before she laid down, she was pointing at the shirt I had on. And she said, "What is it?" I could tell she wanted me to say what was on my shirt. And I said, "Oh, Mom, it's kindness is magic." And she just sort of nodded like she does. "Oh, that's Heidi." That's Heidi with that shirt on. So she laid down, I'm holding her hand, and it's about 5 minutes. We're just sort of meditating together. And she says something I can barely hear, and I lean down to hear what she was saying, and she goes, "Kindness is magic." And I'm just like, my mother would have never said kindness is magic. And it was so beautiful to see. I just started weeping. And I'm like, "Who's in there, Mom?" And I laid down next to her and just kind of just looked at her face and was just in awe of this process of somebody bringing me to this planet. Who I don't know, she was never really on a path where we would be meditating or what's happening inside of you, God is within you, the divine feminine. She would have been like, "What are y'all talking about," right? But here she is, just more open and more available, and she's saying kindness is magic, and she's smiling at me, and I'm like, "Who's in there?" And it's really a phenomena that we're born, that we're here, that we're having a life that's been so full of so many people that have been there for you. And it might not be, again, these people that you wanted to be there for you. I have sisters. We don't act like sisters. We're trying to get along, but, 4 of us in 5 years. What are you going to do? So it's really a process of letting yourself be nurtured and let people live the way they need to live. Jesus taught kindness. He tried to teach kindness. He really tried to remind people the light of the world is within you. Let your light shine. And eventually people killed him because it's really hard to see those things inside of yourself. And it was very upsetting to the people that he was talking to. And there was a moment where this woman, and you've heard this story, she had committed adultery, and she was coming up, and they were going to stone her. They were going to kill her. And the man asked Jesus at the time, he said, what should we do here? Are we supposed to stone this woman? And he was waiting for Jesus to say, "Yeah, let's get her. She broke the law." And he says, as you all know, to the crowd, he says, "Well, so any of you without sin can cast the first stone." And they all sat there. I mean, the joke is a stone came from the back, and he goes, "Mother, cut that out." Okay, y'all I'm way too far to be giving a joke here. But the point is, no one threw a stone. And the reason is that we all see that if we're criticizing anyone, we have done that thing. And so the woman stood there, and slowly everyone left because they realized they also had not been perfect. And so the woman's standing there, and Jesus says to her, after everyone's left, he says, "Do you realize that, where are your accusers? Did even one of them condemn you?" And she says, "No, Lord." And he said, "Neither do I. Go and sin no more." And the idea, of course, is that you're accepted just the way you are. And the divine feminine, the world loves you just the way you are. Just as our beautiful Mother Earth. Mother Earth never says to you as you're walking on her, "Oh, you better stop. You're, had too many drinks last night," or, "Oh, you better stop. You've been thinking bad thoughts about this one or that one." It's like, you're welcome. You're welcome in this world. And that's really our opportunity to feel welcome in this world. We could just close our eyes for just a moment to know that you're welcome in this world. You always have been, and you always will be. And any thought that is not "you are welcome in this world" is something that is not true about you. And so we feel the gratitude of Mother Earth if we need to focus on a mother, and the plenty that we receive the beauty, the graciousness that is all there for us because we are provided for. And you can open your eyes again. Just that feeling of there is no lack. So I wanted to end today with talking about there is something new that is always happening with us as we're aging. And part of my kindness work is to be kind to ourselves while we're aging. I was with a dear friend, Kathleen Blake, last night, who turned 80 years old. And happy birthday, Kathleen. But Kathleen, for this party, got a new haircut. You know, guy looked fantastic, right? I'm 80 years old and I'm rocking this thing, right? So our opportunity is, how do we step into the newness of every day? How do we feel that sense of being provided for, that we can just love our life? And one of the things that I've done is I became part of a group of a bunch of 30-year-olds. And it was the weirdest thing in the world when I got involved with these people. I went into this room of this embodiment practice, which is what I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. And all these people were mid-30s. And I was with my friend who's 70. I'm, why are we here? And she said, because it's fun. And I'm like, this isn't fun. I felt really good about myself till I walked in here. And I've become very good friends with a lot of these beautiful 30-year-old folks, and we're going to have a presentation on May 23rd about embodiment practice, about living, and you don't even have to move for this thing, but if you want to, it's about embodying spiritual principles. And before I show the film, I just wanted to talk with you about, this is called 360 Emergence. And I want to read just one thing about their mission statement. She says, we are heart activists, animating our inside education for the ancient future. The body is our divining rod, music is our ally, silence is our guide. In this time of fragmentation, information overload, let's unplug from the network and plug into the net that works. All right? And so I'm going to show you my friend Erin and I, as we're just talking about what we're going to present on May 23rd. This is mainly for you all to sit in the essence of this intergenerational conversation. And let's see if this one will work. And then we'll do Pema. Community of Santa Barbara.
No.
I'm Reverend Heidi Allfree, and this is my dear friend Erin Rose Ward. And we are the dynamic duo, at least we feel like we are, that we're offering an opportunity on Friday night, May 23rd, to align with what I'm calling a culture of kindness, to love your body as you age, love yourself as you age. Erin's journey is one of movement. I had learned a lot about meditation, but I've recognized from getting to know her that my body wants to know this spiritual journey just as well as my mind. Erin, you bring such magical movement to this planet. Tell us about what you've learned about movement and spirituality.
Absolutely. You know, I find that, like Heidi was saying, there's a tendency for us humans, we can agree with these spiritual concepts and they ring true for us and we can receive them, yes. But until they're embodied, until they're integrated into the fabric of our being, they don't always show up. They don't always impact our reality in the way we might like to. So this practice, the 360 Emergence, is a way to work with that culture of kindness and bring it from a mental conception into an experience of moving to really good music. And I'll be guiding you through this free-form practice, and to really practice what it means to be kind to ourselves, no matter how our bodies look, no matter how they feel on any given day, but to really awaken this connection with ourselves, with this, awaken this kindness, this love for us just as we are.
Yeah, just as we are, and we're wanting to bring the two generations together.
Yeah!
Right, because I think we're all aging. I don't know, that's what I've seen is happening to most of us. And our culture teaches that something is, you're sort of finished at a certain age, or that there isn't this sense of aliveness and vitality that is always there. Our spirit is always alive and well. So we invite you to come on Friday night, May 23rd. You can register at unitysb.org. it will be so good for your soul, and good for your life, good for your nervous system, and good for the experience of really starting to see the world through the eyes of kindness. But it's from the inside out. And thank you for teaching me this truth. And my life feels more aligned than it's ever felt. So come and be with us. We really know how valuable it is when others come together.
Yes.
It's more powerful than ever.
And it's going to be very fun.
Yes.
We're going to have a good time.
That is true. That is true.
We always do.
We always do. We always do.
So we'll see you there.
We'll see
May
you there.
23rd,
That's
7
it.
p.m.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
at Unity.
Yes. All right. Okay. So this is part of the nurturing of our soul is this so much, again, not the outer, but the inner. And I want to close with Pema Chodron's quote about being kind to yourself. And she says, what you do for yourself, any gesture of kindness, any gesture of gentleness, any gesture of honesty and clear seeing toward yourself will affect how you experience your world. In fact, it will transform how you experience the world. What you do for yourself, you do for others. What you do for others, you do for yourself. Perhaps equally as important, Mother's Day can be a chance for each of us to consciously reconnect with the principle of the divine feminine within ourselves, which is where the true power of unconditional love resides, waiting to embrace and nurture us. Celebrate the divine feminine this Mother's Day and notice how loved you are. And so it is. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Oh, I get it right here. So we are going to celebrate our generosity, this ability to really live in the sense of this unlimited universe. We acknowledge that we dwell in a prosperity consciousness, knowing that, as Charles Fillmore taught, you must first enter into the understanding that God, omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, is the source that you can draw on, and this source has no limit. This is a time in our service where those of us who think of Unity of Santa Barbara as our home practice putting God first in our financial life and expressing our gratitude. We know that when we do this, not only does it support our spiritual growth and prosperity, it also prospers the spiritual community we love. And I also know that for sure, as you give and you create that space, it comes back to you in miraculous ways. So we prepare the tithes and the love offerings. Whatever amount you are guided to give, take it into your heart and hands and bless it with your love. Let yourself feel gratitude to God in you as your source. So let us use our blessing, our prosperity blessing that's right here, right now. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I share, and all that I receive.
Doesn't take much to make me happy and make me smile weekly. Never will I feel discouraged, 'cause love's no mystery.
see here. All right, yes, sure. All right, thank you. That is great. I like that. Let's see. Let's all these lovely usher and usherettes. Y'all come on up here, my friends. Yes, it's just such wonderful energy of generosity. So we bless these tithes and love offerings once again with our prosperity blessing. Divine love, I think through us, blesses and multiplies all that we are, all that we have, all that we share, and all that we receive. And so it is. It's a done deal. All right, my friend Jan. And thank you, Jan, for being our platform person. No, I mean, come on. You get the best of my love, baby.
Thank you so much. Let's thank Heidi, because Heidi bought all of the roses for everyone and put the ribbons on them. So let's give her lots of love for blessing all of us today with those beautiful roses. So thank you so much, Heidi. We really appreciate it. What a wonderful gesture. Also, let's give a round of applause for the beautiful flowers that you see up here that were provided by Elizabeth Longmire and arranged by Christine Anderson. So let's give them. Just to let you all know, there are service opportunities available. Remember that unity begins with you, and if you would like to sign up, there's a sign-up table in the back of the church, and that is for, I think we still need ushers and we need help with the kitchen. So if you have those special talents, please feel free to sign up. Reagan Thompson, thank you for that beautiful, beautiful meditation this morning for all of us. It was a true blessing. And Reagan has her rapid healing mantra and meditation this Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. So everyone sign up and join Reagan for a beautiful evening of meditation. This is Entree Sunday. Entree Sundays are here, and this month the kitchen team has put together a wonderful buffet of sandwiches, salads, and delicious chocolate cake for Mother's Day. Tickets are available after service during fellowship. See our kitchen team. So now if you will all stand and join hands, let's sing the peace song. Of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you.
crazy, but then again, it could be you. What do you say? It takes money to live. Let's look at that, shall we? What do you breathe, my friend? Air. The rain falls like heaven's tears to quench your thirst. And you can walk wherever you need to go. I've seen you walk. Oh, you want food in your tummy? Where does your food come from? Dirt, my friend, it's everywhere. It's the stuff we put the concrete on. I could be crazy, but then again, it could be you. I could be crazy, but then again, it could be you. What do you say? You need someone to love. Well, 8 billion people here, maybe that shouldn't be too difficult. Never has so many loved so little for so much. Yet go through life saying, look, don't touch. You do your hair, you make your eyes, you wax your legs and then despise. If he is looking for the meat, you give the heat and then retreat. I could be crazy, but then again, it could be you. Could be. I could be crazy, but then again, it could be you. Whoa, now you're in my field. Hold on, are you for real? Wait up and tell me if you can. Say what you come here for. Come in and close the door. If you're my baby, baby, I'm your man. You're in my seat. Good Lord, you move my feet. I got a rhythm and I do the best I can. Bye-bye to midnight news. Blue skies are all the news. If you're my baby, baby, I'm your man. Get down, I'm gliding like a seagull, high across the California sky. Watch out, this love could be illegal. The way you make my woes and worries fly. And this Jimmy's gonna shimmy down the chimney on a Christmas night. Be higher than the firefly on the 4th of July. Two hearts hopping like an Easter bunny. I'll be the bee and you be the honey, 'cause you're my